fellow nerds, it's me, Ian, from the Nerd Room. Now, it's been a while since I've been on camera. I thought I'd show my pretty face, and the reason for that is because I have something a little different for you this week. I'm going to give you a top 10 video. Now, the reason for this is because I haven't been able to open up a lot of my toys recently, mainly due to me self-isolating. I had a case of the Rona. I'm all better now, and recently I got to open up a lot of my action figures, and some of them are really cool, so I thought I'd share them with you. Now, these aren't all things that have been released recently. Some of these are older releases, some of these are brand new releases, but I thought I'd give you a top 10 of my recent pickups, and this is focusing only on the 1/12 scale. So these are the 6-inch smaller scale figures. You won't be seeing any hot toys in this video, so please enjoy. And if you have any questions about any of these action figures, please let me know in the comments, or you can DM me and I'll give you my support. So enjoy. At number 10, we have the Marvel Legends Future Foundation Spider-Man, and this is the stealth suit. As you can see, looks pretty cool, especially the white on the black, and the line work is done really well here. It's nice and neat, and they use the same body as the symbiote Spider-Man, which is a really good body for posing. He comes with some accessories, a couple of hands there, and some webs that I have no idea how to use. If anybody knows how to use these, please let me know, because I am clueless. Mine did come with some scratches to the paint, and as you can see there, the knee piece doesn't seem to have been painted with the shiny black, so it's a different shade than the rest. And man, why use those white pegs? At number 9, we have the Mafex Butcher from The Boys. And let's have a look at the box, because Mafex give us some nice boxes. As you can see, some nice accessories and lots of cool stuff. Here he is open, and he comes with the laser-eyed baby, which is cool. Some head sculpts, some weapons there, and some extra hands. While not perfect, the head sculpt is still pretty good for this scale, and he comes with a really cool overcoat which is wired, so yeah, you could have him in some dynamic poses. My favorite head sculpt is this scary grin, and I still can't believe they included the laser-eyed baby. The only minor issue I have with this figure is the lack of paint detail. Now, we all know Butcher likes to wear Hawaiian shirts, so I don't know why they went with a plain black. Number 8, I'm going with the Marvel Legends Into the Spider-Verse Noir. This is a great looking figure, and I did buy this to go with the Mafex and Sentinel releases. As you can see, he looks fantastic, and another great thing is that he comes with Spider-Ham too. I think the thing I love the most about this figure is just how the plastics feel and how they look like they're different textures. The paint application also helps with that, and as you can see, he's all black, but he looks like he's made up of different materials. I do wish he came with an extra hand instead of only having 2 trigger fingers. And while Spider-Ham does look good, I think some extra line work would have helped make him look even better. So let's compare with some other figures. Now, here's the Sentinel Spider-Ham next to the Marvel Legends, and you can see he looks absolutely tiny. The Peter B. Parker from Mafex is about the right size maybe, but Miles, I think, does look very small in comparison, and he is actually bigger than the Mafex version. And number 7 is the Marvel Legend Lizard, and this is a big surprise for me. I wasn't expecting to pick this up, and yeah, I just found it by accident at Toys R Us. And man, I absolutely love it. Just look at that head sculpt. It's goofy, but it looks like it's been taken straight out of the original comic books. However, this is my favorite head sculpt. It does look more menacing. It looks like a velociraptor, and with that really cool white overcoat, I think this is the definitive lizard figure. Another great thing is that the tail is wired, so you can pose it and you can use it to stand him up. Number 6, the Mafex Jean Grey comic version. Now, this is actually quite difficult to get hold of. I did pre-order mine, but I know it's sold out everywhere. She comes with different head sculpts that all look really good, different hands, and some magic effects. This was a little worrying at first. As you can see, the yellow paint has transferred onto the plastic. Now this could be due to the heat in Japan, but man, it shouldn't be happening. Not to worry though, because she still looks great, and I can't find anywhere where it looks like the paint's missing. Her head sculpts look fantastic. The paintwork is really neat. The yellows are super vibrant and that blue looks great. This is my favorite head sculpt, with her looking angry. She does look dangerous, and those magic effects also look really nice in the light. My number 5 goes to the Marvel Legends Toei TV Spider-Man, and this one was the biggest surprise for me. As you can see, it comes with a bunch of accessories, including some spider webs, some extra hands, and another one of those long webs. But the greatest thing about this is just the sculpt. They've got a brand new body on this thing, and that head sculpt is fantastic. It almost looks like the web lines are sculpted, even though they aren't. Everything about the body is seamless, and man, just the proportions look so damn good. Let's take another look, just because I love this figure so much. And yeah, as you can see there, just that head sculpt is a whole new shape, and it looks just like the Japanese Spider-Man. I wasn't able to get the figure arts version, and I'm actually thinking I like this one better just because of those proportions, and he's a good size. It also comes with his bracelet that stores his Spidey suit. The accessories, I have no idea how to use them. I think this one's supposed to be a web hat, and this thing, man, somebody teach me, what is this? Okay, anyone who knows me won't be surprised about my number 4, and that's the Marvel Legends Silk and Doc Ock 2-pack. So let's have a look at Doc. He comes with some extra hands and that extra head sculpt there. I wasn't able to get the original, so I'm super happy to have this one with the angry look, and those tentacles are really cool. Even though they're not bendable, they still look really good. Now let's have a look at my girl Silk. Everybody knows I love Silk, and finally we do have a Korean looking Silk from Marvel Legends. She also has this really cool hairstyle with the short bob, which is different than the long hair previous release. She comes with this fixed webbed hand, which I really like the look of. It's definitely something different, and the line work is really good on this. It's really neat with that white on black. She also comes with the head sculpt with the mask, and I think that looks fantastic, and a bunch of extra hands. Such a great looking set. As I love Cindy Moon so much, let's have a closer look at that masked head sculpt, and you can see it looks great, and even the eyes, the detail on that head sculpt is absolutely fantastic. And number 3 is another big surprise, and that's the Mafex Dark Knight Returns Superman. Just looking at the box, you can see how great he looks. As with all Mafex figures, it comes with a bunch of accessories such as the hands, the extra head sculpt there, and also a kryptonite arrow. Now, I wasn't a massive fan of this version of Superman, but I think they've made him look really good here. Being a much chunkier Superman, there's so much to love here, especially those vibrant colors. He is much brighter than the Hush Superman. This is going to look really good next to the Mafex armored Batman. Mafex are known for their amazing capes, and this is no exception. This one is fantastic, and I actually like it better than the Hush one because it's thick and it's wired really well. So as you can see, he looks like he's flying. Unfortunately, mine did come with glue coming out of the side seam. The number 2 spot goes to the Mafex Nightfall Batman, and this is a Batman that I know very little about. After seeing some reviews, I knew I had to get this guy, and I'm so glad I did because he's now one of my favorite Mafex figures. Just look at that amazing paintwork and that beautiful cape. He comes with a grappling hook, extra hands, some mini batarangs, and that head sculpt. While I know very little of Jean-Paul Valley, I've got to say he does look really good, and I love what they've done with his blonde hair here. Even with all the little accessories and pieces sticking off, you can get this guy in some really nice dynamic poses because of the great joints, and that wide cape is really easy to use. And number 1 is the Super7 Ultimates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Donatello, and he comes in this beautiful box that you can open up and see all of the fantastic things we have inside through this beautiful display. This is my first Super 7 figure and I'm super impressed with it. It looks so good and it comes with so many accessories including weapons, hands and this weapon rack. Let's have a look at the alternate head sculpt, and this does look like the IDW comic book version of Donatello, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic and I'm glad that we get that option with this figure. So here is the classic looking head sculpt, and it looks like the Playmates toys that I had as a kid. This thing looks spot on and screams nostalgia. It just brings back so many great memories. However, they've made so many improvements. This is much better than, of course, those original Playmates toys. The joints are amazing, so you can get him in some great action poses, and yet they are really stiff, so you won't have him falling over. The plastics that they use are great. You have these hard plastics that seem very strong, but you also have the soft plastics as well to add different textures to the different parts of his body. He also comes with a ton of weapons, so you can have him in different action fight poses, and everything about this figure is just spot on for me. I am in love with my favorite turtle, Donatello.